proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to test this secondary right away. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
DC, ready? DC. 180.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Brett Delpit.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception? I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 9 for the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Ready?
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
This is 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken around the 11. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Tonight's starts to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven 1st down.
At the 18-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. Now 1st carry here for Keaton Mitchell. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll try to run for it. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Certainly quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
On the return, it's Mitchell. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. 18 yards, a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10.
Come on.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Past midfield to the 45. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute.
Got it. Ready?
Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with first and 10. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll get it inside the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, you get them the ball, pick up the first down. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
He'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On on third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. Jackson now. This one complete to Bateman. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
They'll look to throw. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Out throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that up.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, go.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another 1st down. That'll give up the middle. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
18-yard line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
The second down throw is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. But that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. The Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. That is brought in. And they take him down. Big pickup through the air. But there is a flag on the field. Will this stand? It's not. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game. Like, these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Ready, go!
They'll look to throw again. That was incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll look to throw yet again. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to air this one out. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Ravens Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. Down the sideline. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Real quick, ready?
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Moving to his right. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter.
Don't worry. What is it?
2nd down. Jackson. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. Open man. That's Bateman downfield. And he will score. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. His 4th TD grab of the season.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
at their own 35-yard line.
We go from sorry and sad, we're ready to grab them. Then keep to the front.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Mitchell. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down. And he gets more than he needs. 4 yards, the pickup on that 4th and 2.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big 1st down.
In motion goes Likely. A run here with Mitchell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get belted at the end when he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mitchell. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
In motion comes Andrews. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
And he will go down. Doesn't even get a throw off. Drive for 2 was unsuccessful. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chapter 11. Here we go. Here we go.
Now, faking the give. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, directly into the ball, modest gain.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
They'll look to throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The RPO. That one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running is Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Baltimore.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Jackson now. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell.
Jackson's pass complete to Keaton Mitchell. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson, this a design run. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
That is caught, and he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and now bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. His
drive will start on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Come on. Set. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and and 6.
A design run here with Jackson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready! Ready!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Cougar. Ready?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Awkward looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain. They'll come up here. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Down. 18 Cardinals.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Come on. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Jack.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll look to set up the screen here. Down inside the 10. And the Browns are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Here we go.
A run on first and goal. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Ready?
Back near his goal line, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds his receiver. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And motion goes likely. On first down, right back to Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.